Hello guys, and welcome back again to the channel. On today's video, I just want to show you guys how you can take a boring vocal to a pro vocal. Without wasting your time, let's just have a listen to what I mean by taking a boring vocal to a pro vocal. So this is how the vocal sounds like, obviously with some effects. Then we will show you what we need to add to it to make it sound pro. This is before.
Yo, I could probably do a therapy to better me, cause all I've seen is vengeance and enemies' intentions are never clean. Calling me a monster or relentless and I ain't a G. Fuck them.
So let's go ahead and add this effect sense. Have a listen to it now.
Yo, I could probably do a therapy to better me, cause all I've seen is vengeance and enemies' intentions are never clean. Calling me a monster or relentless and I ain't a G. Fuck the memories, it's just ignite them in kerosene. Living in.
So as you can see, this is how most of the pro vocals you hear on radio sounds like. So let's have this inside the mix. Let me just blend it in. Bring the fader down a little bit. Let's have a listen to it inside the mix.
I could probably do a therapy to better me, cause all I've seen is vengeance and enemies' intentions are never clean. Calling me a monster or relentless and I ain't a G. Fuck the memories, it's just ignite them in kerosene. Living in the moment, now my P's gone up, and I will never jump the ship when the seas get rough. Well, I still can't believe it and it eats.
So as you can see, once that come in, it sounds more fitted for the record, but once we turn it off, it sounds very boring. So what have we got going on? This is what I call slap.
Bree saw you slap your daughter.
Obviously, I use all sorts for this, but the main essence is most pop vocals or hip-hop vocal that you hear, there's some sort of, stereo effect that has been added to it to make it sound a little bit larger than life and also, take up more space in the stereo field. So this one I actually, try to use mostly free plugins, but there are some paid ones. So what I got going on is Mixbox. This is a flanger from the IK Multimedia Mixbox. They have a free version of this. This obviously comes in with that free version flanger. So I've cranked the rate, add a bit of range to it. 4 on the range. Rate is 1:1. Then color is in the middle, 5. So this is obviously giving us that flanging effect. Now added this free wider plugin to it to make it wider instead of it, being almost mono. So I push it to the stereo field 100% because you can push this. So I opened it up so it's more on the stereo field. So let's just actually solo just that particular band so you can hear what's been added. So this is it just with the flanger and the wider.
I could probably do a therapy to better me, cause all I've seen is vengeance and enemies' intentions are never clean. Calling me a monster or relentless and I ain't a G. Fuck the memories, it's just.
So you could feel that, flanging effect. So the next thing that I added is Ladybug. This is by Safari Pedals. It's obviously a lo-fi effect, so I'm adding spring reverb to it and a bit of compression, then, with the lo-fi engaged. So this, you can obviously get it also with a free plugin if you want to, continue with the free plugins that I got already. So you can just grab any spring reverb that you have, in your plugin collection and then add a compressor to it, just compress it a little bit. And then the lo-fi, you can just maybe add some sort of, saturation or even just high pass the top end to make it more dark, that lo-fi vibe. That's what this is adding for us. And let's have a listen to it.
I could probably do a therapy to better me, cause all I've seen is vengeance and enemies' intentions are never clean. Calling me.
So the last one is Green House by Mixining Audio. This is obviously more of a house effect. So I like this one because, you can obviously blend. So I'm using, I think, maybe 60% on the blend, right? This is the watering can. But you can also use any free house plugin that you have. Even Logic Pro have got one called, sample delay. If you go on delay, just go to this sample delay. That will also give you something similar to this, even though it will not be exactly 100%, but it will give you the same sort of vibe. So let's go ahead and engage that. Have a listen. This helps us push it more to the sides.
I could probably do a therapy to better me, cause all I've seen is vengeance and enemies, intentions are never clean. Calling me a monster or relentless and I ain't a G. Fuck the memories, it's just ignite them in kerosene. Living.
So there you have it. Something like this, you don't want it to be too prominent. You want to be, almost felt than heard. So if we go ahead and push this too far out, you will not like the effect. Have a listen.
Yo, I could probably do a therapy to better me, cause all I've seen is vengeance and enemies, intentions are never clean. Calling.
So to me, that is obviously too much, but if you blend it, between 20 and below, I think on this mix it's seated better with either -22 or 21.5, especially when the beat is on, so that it's not overpowering the original vocal. Let's have a listen to it finally.
Yo, I could probably do a therapy to better me, cause all I've seen is vengeance and enemies, intentions are never clean. Calling me a monster or relentless and I ain't a G. Fuck the memories, it's just ignite them in kerosene.
There you go, guys. I hope this is helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that super thanks and super sticker because it does help the channel. If you'd like me to mix your record, go ahead and book me directly on Engine Ears, which is engineears.com/Zany Pro, or you can DM me on my Instagram, which is @ZanyPro1, so we can discuss about your record. And if you like to obviously sit down one-on-one with me for mixing lessons or consultations, you can also DM me on my Instagram @ZanyPro1. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up and also hit the subscribe button. Enjoy mixing. See you on the next one. Bye now.